The TRD method is in full swing and Pesabase has just given us 400% within 6 months. Hi family, Lucian Godfrey here. How are you guys doing? So before we get into it, just a short disclaimer. The content that you see on this channel is for education and entertainment purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. So let's get into today's video. So as we can see that since September, Pesabase is up 411%. And how is this and what does this have to do with the TRD method? So the TRD method is obviously how we come to conclusion on which projects we invest into. So T standing for the team. So first you want to obviously make sure that you know who the team is. And then R, make sure that they do have the resources. Then D standing for demand. You need to make sure that there is actually demand for the service or the product that they are bringing to the market. So what does Pesabase do? So quite a number of years ago we started investing into Pesabase. Reason being is that they are in a multi-billion dollar industry, the remittance industry. So remember, just only India alone, the annual remittance is 129.1 billion US dollars. That is according to statistics for 2024. So which means that people are basically sending money home or sending money from India to the rest of the world to the value of 130 billion US dollars per annum. And the average fee that people actually pay to send this money is between 10% and 30%. Besides the fee that is so high, people have to wait between 5 to 30 days for the money to clear on the other side. Now what Pesabase does is it allows you to save about 80% of these fees. So instead of charging people 10%, they are able to charge them about 2%. And the transactions happens in the real time, which means it's instantly. So a few years ago when we invested into Pesabase, especially when they got the 1 million US dollars partnership, and they were able to then either invest it on the chart or they had to use it in order to build their business and take it to the world. So they chose number 2 and they took the long road, and that definitely have paid out up until now. So yes, maybe all of the cryptocurrencies up until now didn't do the thing as yet. However, whilst we are seeing Bitcoin is actually standing still, projects like this that have been building over years are actually coming to the table right now. So as we can see on the screen, last year for Sudan, their total volume for the year was 8.6 billion US dollars. They were able to save 669,000 US dollars. Now, family, you need to understand that the average salary for people in Sudan is around about 38 US dollars. That's like 700 rand. So if you need to pay 70 rand as a fee compared to paying 14 rand, you would definitely want to go to actually pay a 14 rand fee. And that is one of the reasons why Pesabase have grown with 31% in the country. So what does that mean for the token holders? So what Pesabase does is a percentage of the fees that they charge goes towards buybacks of the token. So us as token holders, we just by holding the token and Pesabase obviously delivering a service, now they are able to generate an income, and as a result they buy back the token, and that pushes the value up of the token, and that is how everyone stays happy. The client is happy, Pesabase is happy, and us as investors, we are also happy. So first, let's see if they tick off the TRD method. So number 1, T. So T standing for team. So what you want to do is you want to go to their social media pages and do some research on the team. So up until now, Dr. Phil, who's leading the project, has been amazing, as well as his team. So they are transparent and we are happy with him. R standing for resources. So they obviously have the skill to be able to do this. And do they have the money? Yes, we have seen millions of US dollars actually going towards them in order to obviously take this to the rest of the world. Then D, do we think that the remittance industry is big enough? So like I've said earlier, that just India alone is 129.1 billion US dollars per annum. So if we were to capture just 10% of that, that would take us to obviously let's say 13 billion US dollars. and if we are able to then save them, because normally they would pay 10%. So they would pay around about 1.3 billion US dollars, and we are able to then bring it down to only 2%. Then you can just imagine how this will filter through towards the buybacks. So yes, the bull run is in full swing. However, it will be those projects that are building long term what will actually see the rewards. So I'm excited for this. Save this video, download it, follow us, because this is the exact strategy that we have been choosing for all of our projects over the years, and that is the main reason why we've been getting these results. So thank you so much for tuning in, and remember, this channel is for education and entertainment purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. See you in my next video.